What's good, y'all? So we got somebody that some of y'all seen, some of y'all haven't seen, but you need to see him. My boy Sterling from SDawgs MMA Talk. First of all, how you doing, bro? How's everything going? I know you in preparation to scrap with somebody. How's everything going?
Bro, first of all, thank you for having me on the show, dog. I've had you on my show countless of times, bro, and you've always been on the Fight Week show. I've never been over here, dude. I was just talking about it. I like this system you got over here, Jax.
Yeah.
I'm pumped to be on the show today, bro. Shout out Making the Walk. Dude, it's been going really good too, by the way, bro. For camp, we're like 12 days away now, bro. We're getting close. Weight's coming off easy. It's open weight too, so it's 180 to 190. So it's just anywhere between that frame. It is kickboxing is way less stressful, bro, than preparing for that MMA fight, man. It's been a fun camp, dude, and it's 3 rounds, 3 minutes. So I'm ready to get active, bro.
Yeah. No, hopefully I can make it down there. That's the plan. Well, yeah,
Patty melt.
Regardless, we're gonna get that patty melt. We're gonna get that Whataburger for sure.
2 patties, jack cheese, creamy pepper sauce, and grilled onions on Texas toast.
What a burger!
Just like you like it.
I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also looking forward to what's happening this weekend. UFC Saudi Arabia, Israel Adesanya, and probably the first non-title fight in like 5 years or something like that. Something ridiculous. Fighting Nasruddin Imavov in Saudi Arabia. First question really is, if you look at this card versus the card that they have at UFC 312 that's coming up, like, which one do you think is the better card?
This one all day, bro. This card's fucking stacked, Jax.
Yeah.
Like from first fight of the night to the main card, like the main card for UFC 312, bro, doesn't even really get me going. You know what I'm saying? The prelims for this card coming up this weekend, I'm pumped for. And then we get 5 more absolute main events after that. Sign me up, bro.
Yeah, man. It's kind of weird, but I feel like the reason they did it this way has everything to do with Turk Al-Sheikh and like the commitments that Dana White made to the Middle East and that part of the world. Like, they're like, I don't know if he has to review these cards with them, and they're like, nah, that ain't good enough. Put somebody else on there. It feels like that's what they got to do, and that's why this card looks so good and 312 looks so rough. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Bro, that's a great. And where's UFC 312 at?
312 is the one in, is it the one in Australia? I think so.
Think so too. So that's even crazier, bro, because they go to Australia like once every 4 years. And usually, bro, let's be real, Jax, they never really stack Australia. Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah, it's tough.
Like,
it is tough.
It's hard, dude, because, bro, we think Saudi Arabia's far, bro. These dudes are flying to the other side of the world to go to Australia, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't want to fight there, but I don't know. I mean, as a fighter, I know in certain parts of your career, you're like, I'll fight anybody, anywhere, because you're trying to make a name for yourself. But after you get established, like, would you want to fight over there in Australia like that?
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I think and there's more to do in Saudi Arabia, bro. It's just a way different atmosphere. And like you said, with Turkey Al-Sheikh probably is a bigger factor in it, bro, like you were saying, than I think. Like you said, like those talks with Dana. I mean, remember that one card with Rozenstruik and Gassiev? They were going to go out there, and Turk Al-Sheikh was like, look at this bullshit card. We don't want this.
For real.
So they made it an Apex card, bro. So, and then the last one that was out there, was that Khamzat Whitaker?
Yep, it was.
So,
was it Khamzat Whitaker or?
It was a pre-stacked card.
It was Whitaker against, it was that late notice one. Who did he fight? It was another middleweight that he got out of there real quick. I think that was the last time that they were there.
Yes, Abus. Yes, bro. So, and I think, like, since then, the cards have gotten better out there. It sucks for us, bro, because we got to watch it at, like, 1 PM. That part sucks. But honestly, dude, this is one of the best, like, Saudi Arabia cards they put together for them. Like, this card, the fact that it's a fight night, bro, we get to watch this for
Yeah.
free, Jax. Well, not free, but
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean.
Well, I mean, mostly free.
Mostly
But,
free.
mostly free.
Yeah. We ain't
Um,
streaming this.
Nah, ain't no crack streams or meth streams for this one. Don't
Nah,
need none of
dog.
that.
Nah, bro. This is ESPN Plus HD.
You know what, man? Like, I kind of like the card being in the middle of the day. To be honest, like, I
Really?
feel like, sometimes I want to get my Saturdays back. Like when it comes to like, Ola and Jordan and Frankie and all of them that are over there, Jordan, Yao, like they're over there in the
Savages.
middle of the night watching this stuff. Like, I feel bad for them. I mean, it kind of sucks. I mean, their Sunday is torn up. They can't do nothing. They're sleeping all day. The girl mad at them because they ain't. It's a problem. But like
They
this
got
middle of the day
kids.
card is way better. I think for them at least.
For them, it's prime time, bro. For them, they get to live it like how we normally live. 7 o'clock at night, people are coming over. You're hanging out now. You done did what you had to do during the day. First fight of the
Mhm.
night's about to walk out, and you're relaxing, bro. Especially for us, we got the perfect time zone because, like, when the main event's coming out, it's for the most part, it's about 11:30. So you're like, all right, as soon as I watch this fight, I'm dropping. And like you said, we wake up Sunday morning, bro, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. We still got our whole day to get shit done or relax,
Mhm.
get prepared for Monday, bro. These dudes are different.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm that big of a fan. Oh no.
Bro. And then, like you said, too, like Saturday night, like you can go out and go on a date with your family. You can go out and
Mhm.
just do some things you need to do on Saturday nights that normally, bro, we're pretty much done once it gets 5 o'clock.
Yep. I mean, I feel like if I can watch college football, I can watch a UFC event during the day. I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
But so going to the card itself, one of the fights that I feel like is I don't hear anybody really talking about this fight, and I think that's because the heavyweight division is kind of in a weird place. Obviously, John Jones, Tom Aspinall, that whole thing, but they got Sergei Pavlovich against Jairzinho Rozenstruik.
No.
And I mean, that's a scrap. I mean,
Bro.
but like with them two fighting and them two being where they are in the division, like how close do you think that a definitive win will get the winner of this fight?
I think this is Dana put this on there for two reasons because he knows this is gonna be a fucking barn burner, bro. Hey, Jax, this is a certified banger, bro.
That's a certified banger.
This is a certified banger, bro. We got a polar bear going up against a grizzly bear, dog. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be, and it's basically in Russia for Sergey too. A lot more of his crowd will be there too. So, and Rozenstruik's people aren't that far from there either. So, I like this fight. I don't know what the winner gets though, bro. What do you think? That's the hard part.
And it's such a tough situation because Tom has already knocked out Sergey.
Oh,
You can talk yourself into that being like maybe a Cain Velasquez JDS situation where it was so short they didn't really get into the fight, and maybe we see that one more time around. And if he like bombs out Jairzinho Rozenstruik, like he's, to me, he's back into the conversation about who could fight once everything starts to get untangled. If Jairzinho wins, then I feel like he has a little bit more work to do because people won't necessarily believe as much because he's had kind of a tough go. Like he's faced a lot of killers, and he's coming from being a kickboxer to being an MMA, and you can start to see those tendencies where he just wants to strike and forgets about wrestling. So like I feel like he has more work to do. But if Sergey goes in there and gets him out of there in a round, then he starts to become the boogeyman again. And I think that he might be one fight away. If he knocks Jairzinho out and then fights somebody else and knocks them out, he's right back in the conversation.
I think you're 100% with that, bro. And honestly, what you said about Sergey being the boogeyman, it's kind of crazy, man, because both the dudes at one point were the boogeyman or the dark horse of heavyweight, bro. Like, up until Jairzinho got absolutely fucked up by Francis, bro, in 13 seconds.
It was bad.
Bro, that was bad. It was bad, bro. And then he took a couple L's after that. He started fighting guys like Volkov, started fighting guys like Surreal Gone. These monsters, man, that are just as technical as him, and they're way better at MMA. But so this is a real like, damn, Jax. I don't know why no one's talking about this fight. I haven't really been thinking about it much either. But now that we're talking about it, bro, this fight means a lot for a lot of like these dudes' career changes after this fight, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Either one, whoever wins, I think that puts them, I mean, a lot closer to fighting for the belt once things get untangled. It's unfortunate because, I mean, I'm a John Jones fan. I'm probably the last couple people left.
I'm with you. I'm with you, brother.
And I understand, you know, and me and Crossover talk about this all the time, but like, it's a negotiation situation that's happening right now. And he's using the public and using Tom to negotiate, but he is going to fight Tom. It's going to happen. But it's unfortunate about what it does to the division. Like, that's the part that really, really sucks. And so whoever wins this fight, like, regardless of how it goes, I feel like you have no choice but to fight one more time, because time is not on your side when it comes to what's going on with John and Tom. We'll see.
It is crazy, huh, that the heavyweight belt only gets up once a year.
It is.
It's wild,
really
bro.
Is.
No other division's like that. Every division champion at least fights, even if it's a different champ, they at least fight 2 times a year. Bro, the heavyweight belt, it's up once a year, bro, if that.
Yeah. It's just a weird division. And I don't know if it's going to get better once John leaves. I don't know how active Tom is going to be, but I mean, that's me assuming that Tom, whether he wins or loses against John, I assume that he's probably going to be the champ even after that. I don't know how often he's going to fight. I don't know.
That's the thing, bro. And if he does get often, bro, it's going to be 2 times a year, Jax. Like,
At most.
And all the heavyweights are old, bro. Like, there's nobody under 30, I don't think, in the heavyweight division, bro, in the top 15. Like,
I don't think so.
It's insane.
It's a weird division. Which takes me to a division that's a little bit more active. And this card is really kind of a showcase for them, is the middleweight division. Like, I'm pleasantly surprised with how stacked the middleweight division has become lately. It's one of my favorite divisions. It used to be like, I'm all about the bantamweight division, but the middleweights, I mean, you got the older people like the Cannoneers and Vittori and all those people, but then you got the new crop that's coming in, Kai Barajo, Imavov, you know, people like that. And they've got Shara fighting MVP. First of all, do you think that there is any chance of this fight being boring?
Bro, this is another certified banger, Jack. This is a straight up, this is going to be kickboxing karate fight right here. This is going to be like, and honestly, let's talk about this. MVP stepping up to 185, bro.
Yeah.
How about that? I mean, fighting guys like Kevin Holland and Ian Gary, and then just decide, you know what? I'm going up. Did 2 fights at welterweight, just like, you know what? I'm going up, and I'm fighting guys like Shara Bullet, bro. And a lot of the guys at 185, bro, are like heavy wrestlers. And MVP's not the greatest defensive wrestler, bro. And he's not the biggest dude.
Nope, he sure is not. I mean, if Ian Gary can take you down and control you,
come on, bro.
At 170, just think of what Renee DeRitter can do. We just saw it. I think that he took this fight just because of the fun factor, and he knows
it's a fun fight.
He knows Shara's not going for any takedowns. He knows that.
And Shara knows MVP's not going for any takedowns.
Sure can't. Sure ain't. You know what, like with Shara, like I feel like Shara probably has trouble getting out of the bed because he can't get the covers off of him. Like his takedown defense is that rough. Like he struggles, man. So I feel like this is a good fight for him. But like, which brings me to my question, like whoever wins this fight, Like we just talked about that it's going to be a kickboxing type of fight. There's going to be very little full MMA to it. Like whoever wins this fight, like, I mean, what does this actually really do for them outside of entertain the fans?
I think that's all this fight is. This fight's like probably fight of the night. One of them are gonna get an extra 50K out of this, maybe both of them. It's a fun fight for both guys. It's a big name for both guys too, so it's just a cool name to have on their resume. And like you said, bro, it's not like winner of this fight calls out for a top 5 guy. Winner of this fight maybe fights a guy like Marvin Vittori or Bahayo. You know what I'm saying? Like winner of this fight gets maybe in that top 10, but there's still a couple more fights to do, man, before either of these guys get a title shot at 185, bro.
Yeah, like I like both fighters like a lot.
Dude.
From a entertainment aspect for sure, but I don't see either one of them. I mean, MVP is an older fighter, and if he wasn't going to make the run, when he first got here, it ain't going to happen now. But even Shara, like, I can't see him being anywhere close to being a champ.
Bro.
It just ain't going to happen. I mean, I think it would be different if he had like a death touch like Alex Pereira that, makes people scared of striking with him. But he doesn't have that either. Like, as a person who kickboxes yourself, what do you think about his striking?
Bro, it's for a guy that has one eye too, it's nasty. Like he's real flashy and like everything he throws is like crazy technical. But he doesn't, like you say, he doesn't have no one punch power, and he's not like a Mirko Krokop, bro. It's not, if he hits you with that left leg, you're fucked. It's gonna suck. It's not gonna feel great. But he's so weird at his striking, bro. Like he doesn't get tired, it seems like, Jax. Like, every fight we watch him, he throws like fucking 50 kicks around, bro.
Yeah. So as again, as a person who actually does this, when you have a fight against somebody, or even if you're sparring against somebody that you're not super familiar with, does your philosophy change once you kind of get hit by them and you're like, this is not what I thought it was? Then does that like kind of open things up for you?
Bro, you definitely feel a lot more comfortable. Because like you said, like you kind of get like a little bit of anxiety, or me anyways. Like I get anxiety sparring with somebody for the first time ever, especially if they're good too. Like they're good, and you're like, oh fuck, this, like we've never even matched up. But like you said, once you get hit with it a couple times, and you're like, that's not what I thought that was. I think I've been hit by way harder shit. And then then you start touching them with shit that you're like, oh, hang on, I can get this guy. So you kind of start getting that confidence, bro. The anxiety kind of disappears, and next thing you know, you're kind of flowing, which is what I think both the dudes are gonna end up doing. I think they're gonna end up getting, like Kevin Holland versus MVP. I thought that was a certified banger, bro. I was like, we're gonna see some shit here. But that was just, Kevin Holland, man, he's kind of been pissing me off too lately. So yeah, that could have been more him than MVP. Because when you watch that fight back, MVP's not throwing as much, bro. He's not throwing first, but he's waiting for counters because Kevin's throwing a lot of awkward shit too. So I think, but both these dudes, bro, as we watch them fight, they meet in the middle, and they're for the most part pretty active. Especially Shara. Shara's not looking for counter strikes, bro.
Yeah, he does like to kind of lead the dance, because I mean he's setting up weird things normally, things that you're not going to see, so he can actually hurt you with that, not necessarily with just straight on power. But he does like to get active, which plays right into what MVP does with the way that he counter strikes. So like I mean that fight of the night, like it might be that for sure. Like I think it's going to be exciting one way or the other, regardless.
What is that? Is that the first fight of the main card?
Let me see. It is.
Usually that's like the third slot, like to the main.
No, it's a co-main.
Oh, it's the co-main. You're right. Oh, let's fucking go, man. God, let's go, dude.
Yeah. I mean, just, dude, like, Izzy against Nasruddin Imavov, Shara Bullet against MVP, Sergei Pavlovich against Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Those are the top 3 fights. Like,
let's kickboxing, bro. All kickboxing, bro.
Yeah. It is straight up kickboxing. That's really perfect. This is a glory
Oh,
kickboxing card. That's what it is.
bro, 100% that's what this is.
Hell, even if you go down the card after that, you got Saeed Magomedov against Vinicius Oliveira. It's another kickboxing fight.
Isn't it crazy that Saeed's a kickboxer, bro? When you see how he's built and all.
Saeed is one of my favorite fighters to watch
I love that
when
dude.
he's on point. Like, dude, he's so good. So good. So, which leads me to the main event. Like I said in the opening, like the fact that Izzy is fighting in a fight that's not a championship fight is bizarre almost. But how do you personally feel about Israel Adesanya? Just him, because there's a lot of people that are, in our circles, people that watch and things like that hate Izzy for whatever reason, various reasons. Like, how do you feel just about Israel Adesanya?
I kind of get what people hate, bro. He is a bit weird. You know what I'm saying? He has a bit of a different style. And people also hate greatness, bro. Like we were saying before when we got on with the Chiefs. Like, I hope the Eagles beat the fuck out the Chiefs. Mainly just because I'm tired of seeing these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
most of America is. I mean, every quarterback he plays, people have put together a montage of C.J. Stroud, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts now. Like, it's just annoying. But with Izzy, bro, it's not sports. It's fighting, and you gotta respect the dude that was that active. Bro, 4 championship fights in a year. 12 months, Jax. He fought 4 times. 5-round fights. Joel Romero, Marvin Vittori, Paulo Costas. Like, the motherfuckers of the motherfuckers back then, dude. And every time he's fought, dude, there's been a couple boring ones like Yoel. There's been a couple times where he has fought safe, especially when he was the champ. But I can't blame him, dude. I mean, these dudes he's fighting, they're fucking killers, dude. And the fact that he's the only guy to knock Alex Pereira the fuck out cold, I mean, bad, bro. And after Alex knocking him out, which that's got to be a mind fuck, this dude's knocked you out 2 times bad and beat you a third. And now, if you lose this fight against him, you're garbage now. No one fucks with you. Like who knows what would have happened to him if he loses that second Pereira fight?
That's true. That's so
So
true.
it's crazy, Jax.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, to me, like him knocking out Alex Pereira the way that he did, celebrating the way that he did, like that's one of the biggest moments in UFC history. Like, you got Max Holloway. To me, that is the moment. Like, that
Oh
is
my
the
God.
single moment in UFC history.
Yes.
But Alex getting knocked out by Izzy is very underrated. I mean, just the fact of where he was in the fight, what we all thought was happening right then, the aura that Alex had and has now, and the fact that he knocked him out. A person who everybody complained about having boring fights, not having a killer instinct. He's the one that knocked that dude out, the monster out. That has to count for something. But he gets tons and tons of hate. And I understand that, a lot of it is about his personality, the whole dog thing. And, he's a little feminine from time to time, whatever. Dude, when it comes to fighting and looking at what he's done, over 100 kickboxing fights, what he's done in MMA, to me, he's the second best middleweight that we've ever had. Like, dude is a legend. And I feel like he doesn't get the respect that he deserves.
Bro, and think about this too, Jax. Beat Anderson Silva, right? I get it. It was an older Anderson Silva. But, bro, check this out. Beat the fuck out of Paulo Costa, dog. When Paulo Costa was the eraser, Jax.
Yeah.
Paulo Costa was knocking motherfuckers out. The fight against Joel Romero and Paulo Costa, look that shit up, folks. Greatest fight you'll ever see. And Jax lit him up and changed Paulo Costa. Literally dog hunt my man after a fight. And then goes up to 205 against Jan Blachowicz, dog, who is a motherfucker. And goes up there and almost wins, loses 3-2. Almost wins, but Jan in them last 3 rounds was like, I'm just going to take this motherfucker down.
Mm-hmm.
But, bro, you got to give him the respect he deserves, man. I get, like you just said, you nailed all that. Like, he's a little bit feminine. He cried at a couple press conferences with Sean and Strickland or Sean and Drickus. You know what I'm saying? I get it. And he brings it on himself how he is sometimes. But what he's done, bro, will probably never be done again. And I think we need to sometimes sit back and, like, Bro, he probably only has what do you think, Jax? 3 to 4 more fights left?
Something like that. I mean, he doesn't need to do what he's doing now. Like,
No, bro.
the fact that he's not going and petitioning, saying, you know, I've done all these things, I deserve a title shot, and I'm going to sit out until I get it. He's not saying that. He went back and said, okay, I'll fight. Who's a person that's close to my ranking? I'll fight down. Nobody's saying nothing about that. You got to give him credit for that.